Hello everyone, and thank you for attending today's webinar. Before we begin, we wanted to cover a few housekeeping items. At the bottom of your screen are multiple application engagement tools you can use. All the engagement tools are resizable and movable, so feel free to move them around to get the most out of your desktop space. You can expand your slide area or maximize it to full screen by clicking on the arrows in the top right corner. If you have any questions during the webcast, you can submit them through the Q&A engagement tool. We will try to answer these during the webcast, but if a full answer is needed, we will run out of time and it will be answered via email. Please know we do capture all the questions and will respond to you via email for these questions. For the best viewing experience, we recommend using a wired internet connection and closing any programs or browser sessions running in the background that could cause issues. For the best audio quality, please make sure your computer speakers or headset are turned on and that the volume is up so you can hear the presenters. Some networks cause the slides to advance more slowly than others, so logging off your VPN is recommended. If your slides are behind, pushing F5 on your keyboard will refresh the page. You can find additional answers to some common technical issues located in the Help Engagement tool at the bottom of your screen. Just a little bit about today's webinar. The Korean SMEs and Start-ups Delegation have been participating in the Intra-African Virtual Trade Fair since October with the Korea Africa Foundation, or CAF, and their products and services will be presented until October 2021 on this virtual platform. The participating Korean SMEs and Startups Delegation hope to enhance collaboration and networking opportunities at the Intra-African Virtual Trade Fair with various stakeholders, including African global investors and entrepreneurs. Today, we will get to hear from 7 of the businesses from the Korean delegation. But before we move on to our Korean friends, to give some opening remarks on behalf of the Frickson Bank is Mr. Isaac Hubert Arthur. Mr. Isaac Hubert Arthur joined the African Export-Import Bank, or Frickson Bank, as Senior Manager, Intra-Africa Trade Initiative, responsible for IATF and exhibitions in June 2020. Prior to joining a Frickson Bank, Mr. Arthur was the Executive Director of the Africa Center for International Trade and Development, a trade policy think tank based in Accra, Ghana. For the past 15 years, Mr. Arthur has worked for several international organizations in Ghana and Europe. He worked as Head of Knowledge Management Unit of the West Africa Civil Society Institute, Junior Associate at the International Center for Trade and Sustainable Development, based in Geneva, Switzerland. Other organizations Mr. Arthur worked with include the French CNRS as Research Assistant, Finatrade Holding SA, their West Africa Regional Office, as Administration and Procurement Officer, the High Commission of Canada as Trade Commissioner Assistant, and the Ghana-UK Chamber of Commerce and Industry as Executive Secretary, as well as the British High Commission as Entry Clearance Assistant. Over to you, Isaac.
Distinguished directors and CEOs of Korean SMEs and startups, colleagues from Afrexim Bank, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Korean Week, made up of roadshows that will focus on showcasing and promoting Korean startups and SMEs on the Intra-African Virtual Trade Fair platform. This Korean Week will introduce a selection of startups and SMEs, as well as their products and services that have been specifically designed to support African markets in the context of driving extra Africa trade. The roadshows also aim to provide a virtual platform for the participating Korean SMEs and startups delegation that gives an enhanced collaboration and networking opportunities with various stakeholders, including African and global investors and entrepreneurs. As a Pan-African multilateral trade finance institution with a mandate to promote and finance intra and extra-African trade, AFRESIM Bank is committed to championing the promotion and expansion of trade and investment on the continent. Ladies and gentlemen, the Republic of Korea and African states have always shared relations with one another in many ways. However, the relations between the two entities were not particularly focused on an agenda of development until the Korea-Africa Forum Initiative. Today, Korea-Africa relations have transformed into a new socio-economic development partnership that has relatively grown from strength to strength. Specifically on Korea-Africa trade and investment relations, Korea is a technologically advancing manufacturing state deprived from the abundant natural resources, while Africa is a natural resource-rich continent with a long-term need for skills, technology, and infrastructure transfer. The Korea-Africa Forum and Korea-Africa Forum on Economic Cooperation have become significant and important actors in extending the scope of Korea-Africa Economic Investment Cooperation to covering socio-economic issues of development in Africa. There has been a rapid but steady increase in the number of Korean multinational corporations investing in Africa in partnership with different African state of governments. Corporations such as Hyundai Motors, LG Electronics, POSCO Steel are examples of Korea's continuing investment in Africa's development agenda, while attaining Africa's consumer market and natural resources beneficiation. Africa steadily but critically receives Korea's skills, technology, and infrastructure transfer in its development agenda. In neoliberal institutionalism, it is both in Korea and Africa to act in their rational capacity in seeking mutual interest and maximum gains through active participation in the Korea-Africa Forum or Korea-Africa Forum on Economic Cooperation. These aforementioned institutions are significant international actors because without them, chances of cooperation among states are less likely to occur, and even if they do, they are less likely to amass maximum gains. Ladies and gentlemen, Africa and Africans are on the cusp of making history with the implementation of the AFCFTA on the 1st January 2021. Intra-Africa trade under the AFCFTA is expected to increase by about 52% by 2022 and more than double within the first decade of implementation. The scope of AFCFTA is broad and the opportunities are vast for Africans and non-Africans, as the global economy is in turmoil due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And in response, developing countries are rolling out stimulus packages to revamp their economies. The creation of this vast AFCFTA continental market is the stimulus package that the continent has to help African countries diversify their exports, accelerate growth, and attract foreign direct investment beyond the pre-COVID-19 level. The implementation of the AFCFTA is a huge step forward for Africa, demonstrating to the world that it is emerging as a leader on the global trade agenda. We believe that the AFCFTA will create opportunities for more Korean investment into Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the year 2020 has been a very challenging year for most companies and countries across the continent due to the effects brought by COVID-19 pandemic. Digital technologies and automation are going to be key to enabling and promoting trade and investment in Africa, even in the post-COVID-19 future. The bank has taken a proactive approach in the development and promotion of such technologies in the trade and investment space. One of such initiatives is the Intra-African Virtual Trade Fair platform that we are currently using. The bank is excited about its partnership with the Korea-Africa Foundation and the SMEs and other startups that have taken up exhibition booths on the Virtual Trade Fair platform. The bank launched the IAVTF, commonly known as the VTF, in 2018, which not only mimics the physical trade fair during the IATF, but also allows those that may not be able to participate in the physical trade fair to do so virtually. The VTF also allows buyers and sellers to take and see this webinar is actually taking place on the VTF platform, and I encourage you to take some time after the end of this roadshow to familiarize yourself of the VTF. Ladies and gentlemen, let me also take this opportunity to invite you to the Intra-African Trade Fair holding in Kigali, Rwanda, during 6th to the 12th of September 2021. The bank pioneered the establishment of the IETF, which is the largest and go-to trade and investment fair on the African continent. The first edition of the IETF was in 2018 and attracted over 2,500 conference delegates and over 1,000 exhibitors from 45 countries, resulting in over $32 billion worth of trade and investment deals. In this context, I encourage Korean SMEs and startups that are looking to expanding their businesses into Africa to take virtual booths to exhibit their goods and services and also participate in the IETF 2021 in Kigali in September 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I would like to emphasize on the importance of this growing partnership between the Republic of Korea and Africa. Korea-Africa relations have indeed transformed into a new development partnership that will see more Korean investments into the African continent. The AFCFTA has created more investment opportunities in Africa. And today, we can proudly say that Africa is indeed ready for business. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a wonderful roadshows this week.
Thank you, Isaac. Before we move on to the Korea Africa Foundation presentation, I would just like to tell you a little bit more about them. The Korea Africa Foundation was established in June 2018 as an affiliation of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Korea, with the mission of promoting genuine partnership with the African continent in political, economic, cultural, academic, and other various areas. By pursuing comprehensive research and fostering professionals on Africa, the KAF aims to serve as a platform for collaboration between the private and public sectors, strengthen exchange and cooperation with African countries, and enhance mutual understanding so that Korean youth, businesses, and organizations can explore a new dimension of possibilities together with the African continent that is dynamically unfolding its boundless potential. Today, we will hear from Jeroen Ko, the CEO of ANYLUX, on the dreams of endless light with ANYLUX, James Lee, the sales director for PNK HITECH Co Limited, a patented new technology for DC or AC digital power inverters, BK Kim, overseas sales and marketing manager for MIRAE Green Chemical on polycarboxylate ether, or PCE, production facility, which helps to produce a high amount of PCE within 5 hours in room temperature. DONGHAENG aims to be a trading company specializing in Africa for providing excellent products and perfect services. Yoon Soo-joon, PLATEX Engineering Company Limited. This is a total solution provider for textiles and plastic products. And Hyunduk Kim, the director for PLAZA, an e-commerce solution that provides trade information. I now hand you over to Kath.
Dreams of Endless Light with ANYLUX. Hello, nice to meet you, and welcome to ANYLUX company's online booth. My name is Jeroen Ko, CEO of ANYLUX. First of all, thank you very much for having interest in our product. I think I'm very lucky to have an opportunity to introduce our company through a great chance. Let's see and find information what you need. This picture is our plant, and we're located in southern part of Korea. It's called Mungyang City. We build up our brand power strongly in our field and steadily expand our turnover every year. ANYLUX was established in March 2011, and we mainly manufacture LED module and supply sign materials related power supply, wire, polycarbonate, acrylic, aluminum bar, and etc. related signage field. Please don't hesitate to contact us to get quotation for all kinds of items related LED modules and signage materials. We have 5 certificates from various countries. Moreover, we have 15 patents related on our own technology and design. We always do our best to promote our design and find new application with LED module in our manufacturing system. One of the strongest points in our company is that we control ourselves related all process for manufacturing from raw materials to packing. This one-step system makes us give clients faster feedback, and we can apply better way or best solution on projects. We can revise and modify for customers' needs on every production steps. For the last 10 years, we are accumulating markets and clients all over the world, and we are exporting over 55 countries in Asia, America, Europe, Middle East, and Oceania. In near future, we can expand to Africa and other continents through all possibility. Next page, I'm going to start explaining about LED module in detail. We primarily produce LED modules and power supply for outdoor and indoor advertisements such as signboards, billboards, ads for building facades, indoor spaces, subway station, and lighting. LED module is getting more popular in signage market, and you need to change your solution with LED module to upgrade your business. Moreover, LED module designed with DC 12-volt power, and it can be used in combination of various power sources such as batteries and transformers. It is expected that this product can have significant impact on areas suffering from insufficient lighting like Africa. I'd like to elaborate further on our products. First of all, we have normal and diffusion lens type LED modules. ANYLUX LED modules are very technically designed to have the brightest output when turning on. The engineers from ANYLUX considered about durability, brightness, stability, and various applications. With these covers, lens makes viewing angle be bigger from 120 degrees to 165 degrees, and it is to be applied on the narrow light box than LED module without lens. We follow new trend, which is changed from bigger signage to less step and smaller size, so we need to keep changing lens style, design, and size of LED module. Second, we have edge and mini diffusion lens type LED modules. The general features are similar with the preceding ones except for the angle. The edge type makes viewing angle be 40 degrees, and it makes light go straight to 1.2 meter directly, so we design for side lighting and use mini diffusion lens type for tiny signage box. Lastly, we have a power supply. This is for use with modules. It converts electric current from a source to the correct voltage, current, and frequency to power the load. It makes you control LED modules easier and more convenient. Let's see together about applications for using ANYLUX LED module. I'm sure you can find our products are not limited to certain applications. They can be used for not only signage market, but also general lighting, advertisement lighting, interior lighting, and plant growth. Before closing presentation, we prepare some FAQ. First, warranty. We are using some brand LED packages. One of them is Samsung, which is a little bit expensive, and we supply 3-year warranty, and other brands are 2-year warranty. Actually, LED package itself is able to use over 5 years, but when consider other effects from external influence like electrical shock, power shortage, and others. Second, after-sales service. If there's something wrong with the product, we'll collect and test it. After that, we report the reason of problem and we find out the problem from product itself. We'll replace one by one. Third, estimated delivery date. It generally takes 5 business days to manufacture per 100,000 LED modules. Actually, we produce 200,000 pieces per day, but we produce all clients' orders together, so we supply schedule maximally. Plus, it usually takes 7 days for air freight and 40 days for sea freight. ANYLUX, we always do our best to do research and development to lead, make upgrading product standards, and build up higher durability with market trend. Therefore, I'm sure if you choose ANYLUX as partner, you'll be satisfied with our partnership. Thank you for all your attention and hope to see you soon as a reliable partner.
예, 저희 회사는 2000년에 설립되고 인천 남동공단에 소재하고 있습니다. 대표회사 박인국 외에 50여 명이 근무하고 있습니다. 주요 생산 제품은 전기 변환 장치인 인버터를 생산하고 있습니다. 2019년 매출액은 약 900만 달러이고 그중 수출은 약 90만 달러입니다. 소전력 분야에서는 국내 시장 점유율이 약 한 60-70% 정도 차지하고 있으며 미국, 독일, 아프리카, 남미 지역으로 수출하고 있습니다. 4가지 특허 외에 ISO 9001, ISO 14001, 그리고 UL, FCC, CE, ROJC 등 여러 가지 인증을 획득하였습니다. 우리 회사 PNK 조직은 회장님 대표회사 아래에 관리부, 영업부, 생산부, 연구소로 구성되어 있으며 관리부는 회계총무인사, 영업부는 국내 영업, 해외 영업, 기술 영업, AS, 생산부는 생산관리, 생산기술, 품질관리, 환경연구소는 신상품 개발 및 샘플 제작, 각종 인증서 획득 업무를 수행하고 있습니다. 다음, PNK 생산시설로는 대지 면적 1985제곱미터이고 건물 면적은 3,400제곱미터이며 클린 워크페이스 인증을 받았고 현재 설비 기준으로는 연간 6만 개에서 10만 개를 생산 가능합니다. 향후 주문 증가 시에는 2배 이상 생산을 늘릴 수 있는 규모의 시설을 보유하고 있습니다. 당사 PNK의 장점은 아래와 같습니다. 완칩과 FET 타입 디지털 파워 인버터 베이스드 온 오리지널 페이턴트 DSP 테크놀로지 소전력 인버터 분야에서 한국 시장 점유율이 약 60-70%입니다. 주로 사용되는 용도는 고공작업차, 앰뷸런스, 소방차, 캠핑카, 대형 트레일러, 선거용 자동차 등 특수 차량의 냉난방 시스템의 경우 약 80%의 국내 시장 점유율을 차지하고 있습니다. 퓨얼 사인 웨이브 인버터의 경우에는 시티파워와 같은 전류를 공급합니다. 모든 한국의 품질 인증은 물론 해외 인증, 즉 KC, EMC, UL, CE, FCC 등 규격을 받은 국내 유일한 제품입니다. 제품 보증 기간은 2년입니다. 우리의 고유 브랜드인 다르다는 중국과 미국의 상품 등록을 하였고 미국의 상품 등록을 지금 하고 있습니다. 주요 수출국으로서는 미국, 독일, 브라질, 요르단 등이 있습니다. 글로벌 빅플레이인 대만의 C회사 제품과 가격과 품질을 비교해보면 가격은 3kW 규격 이하의 경우 C사 대비 50에서 60%이지만은 품질은 비슷합니다. 5kg 이상 규격의 경우 자사 PNK 가격 대비 2배 이상 가격이 높지만 품질은 PNK 제품과 비슷한 수준이어서 PNK 제품은 높은 경쟁력을 가지고 있습니다. 중국 제품과 비교할 경우 중국 제품은 자사 PNK 가격보다는 저렴하지만 품질 수준이 낮고 AS가 잘 되지 않아 당사의 경우 글로벌 마켓에서 인정받고 있는 고가 고품질 부품을 사용하여 중국산 제품 대비 품질이 우수하고 내구성이 깁니다. 특허 및 인증 관련해서 4개의 특허와 1개의 실용신안, 디자인 등록 4건 외 KSA 2001, ISO 9001, ISO 14001, ROHS, UL, FCC, C를 획득했습니다. 다음은 PNK가 생산하는 제품에 대하여 설명을 하겠습니다. 퓨어 사인 웨이브 인버터, 모디파이드 사인 웨이브 인버터, 솔라 인버터, 하이브리드 인버터 및 배터리 차저가 있습니다. 퓨어 사인 웨이브 인버터는 600W에서 10kW, 모디파이드 사인 웨이브 인버터는 400W에서 10kW, 솔라 인버터는 1kW에서 5kW, 하이브리드 인버터는 1kW에서 5kW까지 생산하고 있습니다. 제품의 특징을 상세하게 설명하자면 다음과 같습니다. DK 시리즈는 최대 효율이 약 91%고 최대 출력 효율이 약 89%이며 완벽한 안정성을 유지하고 있습니다. Input low voltage, high voltage control, return automatic temperature control, automatic temperature restart, output surge, output short protection, remote switch selection control, 배터리 볼티지 모니터링 디스플레이 등 기능이 있습니다. 렉타 인버터는 FCC, EMC 인증받은 1kW에서 3kW까지 생산합니다. 수출용 DK 시리즈는 FCC, EMC 인증받은 제품으로 1kW에서 10kW까지 생산합니다. 모디파이드 사인 웨이브 인버터는 KC, EMC, ROHS 받은 제품으로 400W에서 10kW까지 생산합니다. 솔라 인버터는 KC, EMC 인증받은 것으로 1kW에서 5kW까지 생산합니다. 제품의 특징을 좀 더 자세히 설명하면 DK 시리즈는 최대 효율이 약 91%고 최대 출력 효율이 약 89%입니다. Input low voltage, high voltage control function, return, automatic temperature control, automatic temperature restart, output surge, output short protection, remote switch selection connector, 배터리 차지 모니터링 디스플레이가 있습니다. 렉 타입 인버터는 FCC, EMC 인증을 받은 제품으로 인버터와 RS232 통신 포트, AC 오토매틱 트랜스퍼 스위치 기능을 합한 제품입니다. 솔라 MPPT 인버터는 솔라 MPPT 컨트롤러와 퓨어 사인 웨이브 인버터 기능을 합한 제품으로 특징으로서는 다음과 같습니다. MPPT controller that extracts the power from the solar module and charges the power. Pure sine wave inverter specialized in the precision control electronics. 다음 제품은 PNK가 이번에 새롭게 개발한 신제품 PNK 모델입니다. 제품 구성은 다음과 같습니다. Circuit Technology Patent, Battery Connection Structure Patent, Design, Connection Structure, Utility Model, High Quality Smart Power Inverter with real-time monitoring with LED display. LED display real-time patent 모니터링 펑션은 아래와 같습니다. Input voltage, output voltage, output current, output frequency, Celsius temperature, Fahrenheit temperature. 3. Lead acid battery and lithium-ion battery selection function. 4. Input protection function, input low voltage, input high voltage, input of current. 5. Auxiliary function, remote switch connect, USB jack DC 5 volt, output frequency selection, output reset switch, 6. Protection function. Input low voltage, high voltage, auto fan, output overheating temperature, surge. 매출 구성은 다음과 같습니다. 2019년 매출 기준으로 국내 판매는 약 91%이고 수출은 9%입니다. 제품별 매출액을 보면 모디파이드 사인 웨이브 인버터가 약 46%, 퓨어 사인 웨이브 인버터가 약 40%, 배터리 차저가 약 9%, 기타 상품 매출이 5%입니다. PNK의 주요 거래처를 보면 SK텔레콤 등 통신업체, 특장자 제조업체, 대규모 유통업체, 전기 관련 자재 유통업체, 태양광 관련 업체 등이 있습니다. 주요 직용 사례는 아래 사진과 같습니다. 이상입니다.
Good day, everyone. This is BK Kim, Overseas Sales and Marketing Manager of Chemicals from MIRAE Green Chemical. Our company, MIRAE Green Chemical, has been focusing on petrochemical business for over 30 years. And recently, we have started another business, which is PC manufacturing business. PC's full name is polycarboxylate ether, and this is the main raw material for concrete admixture, which must be used for concrete production. Today, I am very happy to introduce you our high-tech PCE production facility, which is very compact and helps you to produce high-quality product. This is the content for our presentation. Global demand for construction chemical is growing rapidly due to the increase of construction business all over the world. This means the requirement for concrete admixture is increasing with its own raw material, polycarboxylate ether. As you can see from this chart, global PCE market is expected to grow up till $18 billion. Reading the trend of this market, MIRAE Green Chemical has jumped into PCE production facility supply business, and with our technology, we can have 7 types of savings, which are facility cost, energy cost, labor cost, transportation cost, raw materials cost, and savings of workspace. With these 7 types of cost savings, we can guarantee high performance of the finished product, price competitiveness, and easy access to construction site since the facility is very compact. I hope you can join us to become the game changer of this PCE market. This is a chart that briefly shows the comparison between current old PCE production technology with our new technology. The size of the current facility is 2 to 3 building height, while ours require only 16 meters square of workspace. Ours is using room temperature, which is less than 25 degrees Celsius for the reaction, but all technology requires high temperature, which is in between 70 degrees Celsius till 130 degrees Celsius. So the reaction tank of our facility is made up of industrial plastic, which can save high amount of cost. We use one-step production using VPEC and can produce 5 tons per 5 hours for 6-liter capacity facility and 10 tons in 5 hours for 12 kiloliters capacity. Since methacrylic acid used in old technology is much more expensive than acrylic acid, which is used for our own technology, we can save costs from raw materials. Finally, ours is using automatic feed-in system for raw materials, while all technology is using manual system. We can save high amount of labor costs from here. Therefore, with these reasons, our finished product is more than 20% cheaper than imported PCE, but the facility cost is only about $150,000, which is 90% cheaper than current technology. This is how our PCE facility looks like. It's very simple. And compared to old technology using huge expensive steel tanks, ours is made up of plastic tanks, which is very cheap. With our facility, you can produce 3 types of water reducer, which reduces water to apply strength to the concrete, and 4 types of slump retention, which improves workability of the concrete. These are the specs for the finished products, and we can provide more recipes if you want. This page shows what type of raw materials we use to produce our PCE. And these are the main raw materials and the amount applied to produce 1 metric tons of PCE. Using these raw materials, finished product is less than $700, but the current market price is more than $800 per metric tons. Can you see the difference? Saving costs from logistics and transportation is another big advantage if you make your self-production with our facility. 50% of finished PCE consists of water, which means you are paying logistic costs for 50% of water for imported product, which is a total waste of money. With your own PCE production, you don't need to think about this. MIRAE and our Turkish partner has cooperated to supply this technology, and our headquarters are located in northern part of Turkey and South Korea, DONGHAENG and PNK. The performance of this technology has been proved by our Algerian and Russian customers. Recently, we have sold a 10-ton batch facility to Vietnam concrete admixture company. Besides PCE production technology, MIRAE Marine Chemical is specialized in petrochemical trading business with 30 years of experience. We are currently supplying various types of chemicals to more than 30 countries. This is our product list. Our main market is Ethiopia, and we have been supplying almost 25,000 metric tons until now in 2020. Coronavirus cannot stop us. Our main products are PVC, plasticizers, phthalic anhydride, and VPEC. And this VPEC mostly goes to our PCE customers. And we get special price of this VPEC from the main player, Lotte Chemical. Besides this PCE products, we can support you with other high-quality petrochemicals from top players in Korea. If you're interested, please let us know. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for allowing the opportunity to introduce DONGHAENG Corporation. DONGHAENG is one of the most reliable Korean general trading companies expanding its business interests in Africa. For this presentation, we will focus on 3 major aspects of our company. First, we will review our general company history. Second, we will go over our global network infrastructure. Third, we will outline our major business fields and interests in Africa. We are leading Korea's trade and economic development in the African market. We established our branches in major African countries to gain strategic footholds for our business specialized in machinery and construction equipment, auto parts, and general commodity goods. At the same time, we diversified our business to the national development fields such as energy and power, infrastructure, and plants projects, which are related to resource trading as a future growth engine. With outstanding human resources, diverse business experiences, and our global networks, DONGHAENG will become a world top-tier trading company. DONGHAENG has 3 subsidiaries as follows. The first is Jongwon Logistics, which specializes in the domestic and foreign logistics business of DONGHAENG. The second is DONGHAENG Motors, that possess 3 dealer regions of Cadillac Korea Company, that imports and sells Cadillacs, the luxury brands of General Motors in the United States. The third is DONGHAENG GAT, which is in charge of the disassembly and package business for exporting automobile knockdown. I would like to introduce DONGHAENG's global network. The head office of DONGHAENG Corporation is located in Seoul, Korea, and it has 4 overseas branch offices. We operate branch offices in Algiers, Algeria in Africa, Dubai in the Middle East, Singapore in Southeast Asia, and in Santiago, Chile of South America. Next, we are going to introduce DONGHAENG's major business fields. DONGHAENG is completely in charge of sales in Africa for Uz Auto that manufactures compact passenger vehicles and commercial vehicles that use 800cc gasoline engines. It is also searching for strategic partners in different countries. Compact passenger vehicle models include the Spark and Cobalt, and compact commercial vehicle models are Thomas and Labo. For your reference, Uz Auto is the only automobile manufacturing company in Uzbekistan. DONGHAENG is searching for strategic partners in each of the African nations for Korea's Hyundai Construction Equipment and Tusan Infracore that manufactures heavy construction equipment such as excavators, wheel loaders, cranes, and forklifts. We also specialize in the sale of special attachments and accessories such as hydraulic breakers, concrete crushers, buckets, grabs, and rock drills. DONGHAENG is a strategic partner of Korea's Kukje Machinery that manufactures agricultural tractors, rice transplanters, combine harvesters, etc. for expanding its market in Africa. The products of Kukje were recognized for its quality and price competitiveness by being supplied to the United States and Europe for many years. It is searching for exclusive partners for distribution in each African country. DONGHAENG is a strategic partner of Korea's Susung Motors, which manufactures Korean-made special vehicles with independent models that are reliable and price competitive. DONGHAENG is also searching for distributors in each African nation, having customized production and R&D capacities. Susung Motors produces underlifts, record crane, tank lorry, garbage truck, safety loader, water sprinkler, hook lift truck, vacuum lorry, sewer cleaner, road sweeper, and aircraft refuelers. DONGHAENG is a company that specializes in trading various spare parts for automobiles and heavy construction equipment based on years of experience. It specializes in exporting genuine spare models, replacement parts such as engine oil, tires, batteries, etc., and aftermarket spare parts such as engine parts, electrical parts, steering parts, braking parts, and cooling parts, etc. for Korean and all Japanese car models. DONGHAENG is a dealer for imported Cadillacs, which is a brand for General Motors of the United States, and it possesses and operates official after-sales service centers in Korea. We intend to supply competitive repair shop packages with many years of experience and know-how to the African market. DONGHAENG plans to expand exports to Africa armed with DONGHAENG's expertise with various business models, such as joint venture, technical support, engineer training, equipment procurement, spare parts supply, etc. DONGHAENG is cooperating with reliable partners to establish an automobile CKD assembly plant for some countries in the North African region. For complete automobile CKD assembly plant cooperation, it is possible to collaborate in not only design and construction, technical support and supervising, and equipment procurement, but also in JV investment and spare parts localization programs. DONGHAENG supplies detailed and competitive solutions, such as for press shops, body shops, paint shops, and assembly shops for complete transfer of capacities and engineering to our African partners who wish to cooperate in the CKD production process. For your reference, as evidence in our organization chart, DONGHAENG possesses outstanding human resources and a supporting organization to supply a full turnkey automobile CKD plant to Africa. Furthermore, DONGHAENG specializes in parts localization program management. We can provide full support with JV investment and engineering transfer to strategic partners in each country with items that are absolutely essential for localization, such as mufflers, bumpers, fuel tanks, and seat assemblies. DONGHAENG has been importing rice from Vietnam and Thailand for a long time. Therefore, we can also supply Vietnamese or Thai rice to Africa as well. DONGHAENG also imports a small amount of African sesames to Korea, and we are continuously working on increasing the volume. Currently, Korea mainly imports cashew nuts from Vietnam, but it is also possible to import African cashew nut end products as well. For our next stage in business development, we plan to fully support JV investments and production engineering for the production of cashew nut crude CNSL in Africa, which is cashew nutshell liquid. DONGHAENG has plans to sell the produced end products to Korea and third countries. So we invite reliable partners interested in doing business with us to contact us. The contact-free quarantining gate is Korea's tracking quarantine automation system, and it opens the door only after a person signs into the electronic visitor registry, disinfects hands, checks for fevers and symptoms, and compliance with wearing masks and compliance with quarantine rules without having to come into unnecessary contact with quarantine officers. It also comes with an entry border security quarantine process that allows people to enter inside after completing a compressed cleaning and full body aerosol shower. Our address is www.donghaengcorp.com, www.donghaengcorp.com, and we are sure to create new business models in Africa with your strategic and good partnership. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope to hear from you soon.
안녕하세요. 플라텍스 ENG 전윤수입니다. 저희 회사에서 취급하고 있는 기계를 소개하겠습니다. 이 기계는 스탠터이며 원단을 열풍으로 고정해주는 세팅기입니다. 현재 8챔버 기계의 작업 모습을 보고 있습니다. 이 기계는 원단 가공 전후 공정에서 원단에 약 120에서 190도의 고온 열풍을 불어주어 원단이 세팅 고정되게 하여 뒤틀림이나 수축을 방지해주는 기능을 가지고 있습니다. 특히 오버비트의 기능이 있어 수축률을 원하는 대로 조절 가능하며 작업 속도는 분당 150m 정도입니다. 원단의 종류나 특성에 따라서 각 챔버별로 온도 조절 기능이 있습니다. 면, 폴리에스터, 혼방 등 모든 종류의 원단 작업에 적합하고 최대 작업폭은 4000mm까지 확장 제작 가능하며 열풍실, 즉 챔버는 12개까지 제작 공급 가능합니다. 열풍을 공급하는 보일러의 여로는 오일, 가스, 전기 방식 중 한 가지를 선택할 수 있습니다. 이 기계는 각종 원단의 무늬를 자동 프린팅하는 기계입니다. 시간당 약 1000야드 정도 프린팅이 가능하며 작업폭은 3000mm, 칼라도수는 24도까지 제작 가능합니다. 면, 폴리에스터, 혼방 등 모든 종류의 원단에 적합한 기계이며 스키즈 및 벨트 이송 작업이 서브모터로 정밀 제어되어 정확한 프린팅 작업이 가능합니다. 별도의 재판 작업을 통하여 만들어지는 디자인 스크린은 24, 32, 36인치 등 다양하게 사용할 수 있으며 건조 부분은 열 매체 방식 또는 스팀 방식으로 선택이 가능합니다. 이 기계는 폴리프로필렌 멀티 필라먼트사를 생산하는 기계입니다. 고속 방사 압출 시스템에 의해 생산성이 아주 높고 시르 굵기가 210에서 3000 데니아까지 생산이 가능합니다. 한 대의 월 생산량은 8주 설치 기준으로 월 100톤 정도입니다. 이 기계가 생산하는 PP 멀티 필라먼트사는 아프리카 여성들에게 인기가 있는 인조 가발에 주로 사용되며 각종 벨트 및 로프 생산에도 사용됩니다. 원료와 칼라 마스터 배치를 혼합하여 다양한 색상의 멀티사 생산이 가능하며 작업 과정이 대부분 자동 시스템으로 이루어져서 한 대당 한두 명의 최소 작업자로 생산이 가능하므로 생산 비용 절감에 많은 장점이 있습니다.
안녕하십니까. 이시플라자의 김현동 이사입니다. 이번 기회를 통해서 저희 이시플라자에 대한 소개와 제품을 소개하게 되어 감사드리는 바입니다. 발표 순서는 저희 이시플라자에 대한 소개를 드리고 저희가 취급하고 있는 제품인 글로벌 이마켓플레이스 솔루션에 대해서 말씀드리도록 하겠습니다. 저희 이시플라자에 대한 소개는 개요, 조직도, 해외 네트워크, 히스토리, 주요 사업 분야, 회사의 강점, 소유 저작권 순으로 말씀드리겠습니다. 저희 이시플라자는 2000년도에 설립이 되었고 비즈니스 영역으로서는 정보, 서비스 프로그램 개발, 마케팅 서비스, 소프트웨어 개발, 글로벌 전자상거래, 인터넷 무역, 마케팅 등의 업무를 수행을 하고 있습니다. 조직도로서는 글로벌 마케팅을 위한 이트레이드 본부, 국내 공공기관의 시스템 구축 및 마케팅을 담당하는 공공사업본부, 국내외 컨설팅 및 ISP 수립을 위한 전략사업본부 등의 3개 사업본부와 R&D 센터, 경영지원본부를 가지고 있습니다. 저희 해외 네트워크는 43개의 현지 네트워크와 130개의 민간 지원 센터를 구축을 하고 있으며 전문적인 바이어 발굴 및 체계적인 글로벌 시장 조사 및 컨설팅을 제공하고 있습니다. 저희 이시플라자는 2000년도에 설립 이래 글로벌 무역 플랫폼 구축 및 마케팅 분야에서 독보적인 위치를 지켜오고 있습니다. 또한 20년간 이마켓플레이스, 전자무역, 무역 마케팅 등에 대한 플랫폼을 서비스 및 구축, 운영하였습니다. 메인 비즈니스 영역으로서는 글로벌 B2B인 이시플라자 단넷의 구축 및 서비스를 운영하고 있으며 글로벌 B2C 운영, 기업의 수출 인프라 구축, 오프라인 마케팅, SEO, SNS 마케팅 등의 다양한 업무를 수행하고 있습니다. 또한 라이센스로서는 B2B, B2C, O2O 등의 다양한 형태의 이마켓플레이스를 관련된 프로그램 저작권을 보유하고 있습니다. 글로벌 프로젝트로서는 페루의 국가 전자무역 구축 사업, 우즈베키스탄의 이마켓플레이스 시스템 구축 사업, 나이지리아, 모리셔스, 피지의 관세행정 현대화 컨설팅 등 글로벌 사업을 진행하였습니다. 또한 코트라, SBC 등 한국의 정부기관의 회원사를 대상으로 하여 SEO, SNS 마케팅, 온라인 홍보 등을 수행하였습니다. 그 외에도 기타, SMBA 등의 다양한 글로벌 홍보 마케팅 사업들을 진행하였습니다. 다음은 제품 소개입니다. 이마켓플레이스의 컨셉을 살펴보면 전통적인 비즈니스에서 온라인 기반의 언택트 마케팅을 기반으로 전자상거래를 적용합니다. 전 세계 국가에서는 전자상거래에 대하여 많은 관심을 가지고 있습니다. 이러한 이마켓플레이스는 최근 다양한 무역 플랫폼과의 연계를 시도를 하고 있습니다. 많은 국가들은 국가의 싱글 윈도우와 통관 시스템 등과 연계를 하여 전자상거래 통관 업무를 원스톱 서비스로 수행할 수 있도록 하고 있습니다. 또한 기업의 경우 기업이 보유하고 있는 무역 ERP와 연계하여 업무의 효율화를 높이고 있습니다. 이러한 동향은 개발도상국이 이마켓플레이스의 도입을 확대하고 있는 실정입니다. 이는 전자상거래를 통한 수출입 규모가 증대하고 있는 추세이며 관세 등의 세수 확대가 필수인 상황에서 가장 효율적인 방안이기 때문입니다. 이러한 것을 각 플레이어별로 입장에서 살펴보면 무역업자는 상호 간의 신뢰성을 제공하고 새로운 싱글 윈도우의 경우 관리의 효율성을 확보를 하며 정부의 경우 수출입 규모 확대 기반을 마련할 수 있습니다. 그렇다면 저희 이시플라자의 제품은 어떨까요? 연간 4,700만 명이 방문을 하고 있으며 연간 1,000만 명 이상의 무역 상담이 이루어지고 있습니다. 특히 코비드19 발생 이후 2020년 상반기간 전년 대비 50%가 증가하고 있습니다. 이시플라자 단넷의 주요 기능은 모든 바이어 및 셀러는 인터넷을 통하여 플랫폼에 접근을 할 수 있으며 이러한 바이어 셀러에게는 인콰이어리, RFQ, 셀링 오파 등 다양한 무역 지원 정보를 제공합니다. 글로벌 레퍼런스의 경우 페루 마켓플레이스닷컴이 있으며 또한 우즈베키스탄의 트레이드우즈닷컴을 구축한 바 있습니다. 한국 레퍼런스는 자체 서비스를 제공하는 이시플라자 단넷 그리고 한국의 정부기관들이 회원사를 대상으로 하는 서비스 중 ecotrade.or.kr, agrotrade.net이 대표적인 사례입니다. 또한 키아의 이파처브, 코이마 등도 구축을 하였습니다. 이상과 같이 이시플라자와의 제품에 대해서 소개를 드렸습니다. 소개하는 내용과 추가적인 정보가 필요하신 분들은 박람회 사이트에서 이시플라자의 부스를 방문해 주시면 되겠습니다. 감사합니다.
We hope you enjoyed these product demonstrations and apologize for the technical glitch during the video. Just to remind you that the recording will be available on demand in the Virtual Trade Fair and on the IETF YouTube channel. IETF 2021 will provide a unique and valuable platform for businesses to explore an integrated African market of over 1.2 billion people with a combined GDP of over US dollars 2.5 trillion, created under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, or the AFCFTA. The successful launch on 7 July 2019 of the operational phase of the AFCFTA has brought into focus the great potential for trade, investment, and socio-economic development across Africa. To give us more information today on IETF 2021 is Janice Costa, who is the Head of Sales and Sponsorship for IETF 2021. We hope to see you all in Kigali from the 6th to the 12th of September. Please take the time to explore the VTF and our website to find out how you can participate. And definitely go and have a look at the Korean Pavilion on the Virtual Trade Fair. Thank you for joining the second virtual event in the series, and the series will continue tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you.
Greeting esteemed guests. Thank you for joining us on our IETF Virtual Roadshow. My name is Janice Costa. I'm Head of Sales and Sponsorship for the Intra-African Trade Fair that will be taking place from the 6th to the 12th September 2021 in Kigali, Rwanda. Afrexim Bank, in collaboration with the African Union and the Government of the Republic of Rwanda, will host the second edition of the Inter-Africa Trade Fair under the theme Building Bridges for a Successful AFCFTA. Inter-Africa Trade Fair is the key event boosting trade in Africa. No other event brings together more professionals under one roof. In 2021, IATF's theme will focus on the newly launched African Continental Free Trade Area, a single market for goods and services across 55 countries aimed at boosting trade and investment. The Intra-Africa Trade Fair 2021 will provide a unique and valuable platform for businesses to access an integrated African market of over 1.2 billion people with a combined GDP of over $2.5 trillion created under the African Continental Free Trade Area. We're going to focus on bringing together continental and global players who are seeking business and investment opportunities in Africa. We will serve as a marketplace where buyers and sellers can meet and continue to explore various business opportunities. We will provide a platform for B2G and B2B networking and development of business opportunities. We will share trade and investment and market information to identify solutions while addressing challenges affecting intra-Africa trade. We will also use this opportunity to share information about African bank initiatives, trade finance, and trade facilitation interventions. The first edition of IATF in 2018 attracted well over 2,500 conference delegates, over 1,000 exhibitors from over 45 countries, resulting in over 32 billion worth of trade and investment deals that were closed at the event. The second edition of the Inter-Africa Trade Fair is expected to be even bigger and aims to attract 5,000 conference delegates and over 1,100 exhibitors, including over 10,000 visitors and buyers from over 55 countries who will engage to grow trade and investment on the African continent, and more than $40 billion in trade and investment deals are being targeted at IATF 2021. The key components of our second edition is our exhibition, our trade and investment forum, the virtual trade fair, our Creative Africa Nexus program, B2B and B2G exchanges, country days, IATF automotive show, and our youth startup program. The exhibition will offer an opportunity for you to showcase your goods and services. It will provide a platform for countries and companies to identify credible partners that can facilitate foreign direct investment flows necessary for expanding Africa's productive capacity. The exhibition will cover multiple sectors and run for the full 7 days. This will include speed networking, matchmaking, a hosted buyers program, workshops, and many more. The Trade and Investment Conference this year will address topical issues relating to trade, finance, payments, trade facilitation, trade enabling infrastructure, harmonization of trade standards, industrialization, regional value chains, and investment. There will also be an opportunity for training exporters on how to access the African market and twinning arrangements with other African or global entities. Our virtual trade fair, which we are now, enables virtual participation by buyers and sellers in the trade fair as a 365-day, 24/7 platform, reigniting economies and allowing inter-Africa trade to continue. The virtual trade fair has virtual booths, hosts webinars, and facilitates virtual engagement between buyers and sellers. The IATF is an innovative and cost-effective platform to promote, educate, and sell your products and services to larger audiences of key players. We also have our merchandising and our marketplace store, and this is an opportunity for you to purchase official IATF merchandise, as well as an opportunity for exhibitors to use the platform through the IATF marketplace to sell your products online. Then we have our very exciting Creative Africa Nexus program. This will showcase Africa's creative economy. The program will showcase the creative economy in Africa over 7 days, including a 2-day Creative Africa Nexus Summit, 7-day exhibition with a dedicated area to the creative sector, masterclasses, fashion shows, and many more. Countries have been invited to bid for the Country Day feature. There are only 5 country days available, and selected countries will have the opportunity to showcase their trade, investment, and tourism cultural opportunities. Currently, day 1 is dedicated to the host country, Rwanda, and the other countries who have taken up the invite have been Ghana and Ivory Coast. A dedicated area in our exhibition will focus on automotive, and this will be the automotive's opportunity to showcase what the continent has to offer through various networking opportunities, meetings, and workshops. A very exciting addition to our program is going to be the Youth Startup Program. This is going to have a dedicated pavilion which is just for the youth startups in Africa, where they will showcase their goods and services. IATF 2021 will provide an opportunity for the youth for matchmaking with venture capitalists, entrepreneurship training, networking amongst the youth and other important delegates. This will give the youth a voice on IATF. The communication channels we're using for IATF is communicated through multiple channels across multiple continents. The campaign includes ongoing promotions about the various components of the event through media buying platforms, including TV and digital, social media, virtual trade fair, which we are now, and network engagements through live events across the world. There are various opportunities for you to take advantage of through IATF 2021. You can get your brand associated with a captive audience who could be your next big business opportunity. IATF and its affiliates are recognized as thought leaders with networks that reach far and wide. We have various customized sponsorship opportunities for you. You could be a big business or a small business. We do have a right package for you. As a partner, you will benefit from branding rights, access to over 1,000 buyers, 10,000 visitors, over 1,100 exhibitors, over 55 African governments, over 20 international governments, and this is the platform where you can meet these guys. We will have the global hosted buyers and investors as well. How do you participate? Very simple. You can either sign up for a virtual trade fair booth immediately, which will give you access to all the markets for 365 days of the year for a very small amount of $750 per annum. Or you may sign up for an exhibition booth to take part in our trade exhibition in Kigali, Rwanda next year. Or you may sign up as a visitor or a delegate, and you may do that online immediately. Or you may take the opportunity to take one of our sponsorship packages. Should you have any questions, please feel free to contact us directly. We're more than happy to assist you with any information you may require. Our social media pages are constantly updated for the most up-to-date information. And we look forward to seeing you in Kigali, September 2021.
Thank you, Janice, for that informative presentation. I would just like to remind you that the Korean sessions continue tomorrow through to Friday at 11 a.m. Central Africa time. And I will now leave you with a short introduction to the Intra-Africa Trade Fair 2021. Thank you.
Join Africa's largest trade and investment fair in Rwanda. Intra-African Trade Fair gives you access to more than 1,100 exhibitors, 10,000 visitors and buyers, and more than 5,000 conference delegates from more than 55 countries. Participate in trade and investment deals worth $40 billion as business and government come together to explore business and networking opportunities at the International Exhibition. Brought to you by the African Export-Import Bank and their premium partners. The IATF 2021, transforming Africa.